Hello and welcome. Today we're talking about journaling. It's all about journaling. Welcome, welcome. Journaling is a fantastic tool for self discovery and personal growth. And hold on one second. We're going to just play this little thing here really quick before we get started. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. All right. So, as I was saying, fantastic tool for self discovery and personal growth. So, let's explore how can journaling help you with your weight loss journey. Welcome, welcome, welcome so much. I am just so excited to have you here today. Welcome, Misty, and everyone else that is here today. I'm so excited to see you. We're going on a journey of curiosity and self-exploration, and it's going to be so much fun. And we're going to discuss the incredible world of journaling. But before we dive in, I want you to remember that the weight that you want to lose is like an unwritten story. So you get to write the story. How exciting is that? So before we get started today, I just want to say how important community is. Hey, Jets, welcome. Oh my God, I'm so excited to see you here. Yay. And Misty wasn't late today. Hello. Community is so important to me. It's just, everything. That's why I, like to do this in this format is because we can be a community. We can join together. We can talk. I want you to know, that I want everyone to feel supported and I want you to feel safe and I want you to feel like you belong here because you do belong here. I appreciate you. But the other things that we can get from community are just the influence that we could get, the time spent to invest in ourselves and our well-being and bring about positive change. We can learn from not only just whatever I say, but also the other people in here because they have so much wisdom. And I've learned so much from the people that join us. So I cannot be more, just grateful for what they share and the stuff that I learned. Hello, lady from Australia. Thank you. Thank you. 11 p.m. It's way past my bedtime. I go to bed at 9 p.m. So again, community is very important to me. And I am very, very, very grateful that you are here. One thing that I like to do every week is part of the ritual. We do the same things every week. We don't change it up. We just follow through with the routine. I like routines. I like habits. Those are my favorite things. So, of course, we've got to do a little bit of movement because I believe when our bodies are moving, our brains are activated and also moving, and that just opens up the neural pathways and it feels good and it helps with learning and thought and creativity and intelligence and all this stuff. So for a minute, we are just going to get up and we're going to move our bodies for a minute, just a minute. So join me today in moving our
I'm saying let's go.
Just
come on, let yourself be free. Be the best that you can be. Come move your body. Come move your body. Only settle for the best. Live your life with no regrets. Come move your body. Come move your body. There's no fire without smoke. I ain't letting you go. I can see you buzzing like you can't say no. There's no fire without smoke. I ain't letting you go. Come on, let yourself be free. Be the best that you can be. Come move your body. Come move your body. Only settle for the best. Live your life with no regrets. Come move your body. Come move your body. Come on, let yourself be free. Be the best that you can be. Come move your body. Come move your body. Only settle for the best. Live your life with no regrets. Come move your body. Come move your body.
so are you well moved? Have you moved your body? Have you moved your body? That's good. I hope that you have moved your body and that you are awake and alive and ready to go. I can tell you that I'll just be blurry for a minute. I am ready to go. I am ready to go. It has been a fantastic week. Is Loki awake? It has been a fantastic week, and I am ready to do the next part of the week. And, ooh, didn't want to freak her out. Oh my gosh. Let's take a look at how we did this past week. How did you do? Let me know. Did you have any non-scale victories? We always like to talk about our non-scale victories. I think it just helps with kind of like just reinforcing like the awesome stuff that you did. They can be big non-scale victories. They can be small non-scale victories. If you want to tell us about a scale victory, tell us about a scale victory. I'm not really going to complain about it. I like to hear about success in whatever way that it comes. And it doesn't even have to be, necessarily weight loss related, because I think that there's a ripple effect in life, and that successes, whether they are in our relationships, whether they are in our business, whether they're, whatever area that they have an impact. Because when you're feeling good about life in these other areas, it makes the weight loss portion a little bit easier. Whenever you're having a hard time and struggling in other areas of your life, it can also have that ripple effect into your weight loss. So whatever your successes are, you should be sharing them. Definitely be sharing them. So this is my scorecard. At the top was my scorecard from last week, and at the bottom is my scorecard for this week. So if you're new here, I have a consistency scorecard. It's kind of like a habit tracker, but it just helps me in order to be consistent. So I just, the things that I'm tracking, these are the habits that I'm tracking in order to help me to lose weight. And depending on where I fall into each column, I get a score. So my score so far for this week is 48%, but the week is not over yet. Last week, I got a 60%. So the idea here is just not really to be 100%. That's never the idea, is never to be 100%. I don't believe in all or nothing thinking. I believe that something is better than nothing. And my goal is to be around 80% consistent on all of my healthy habits. That's the goal. I just started tracking protein, and it is so challenging to hit the protein goals that I have, because it's been something that I've never tracked before. So it just requires a lot of adjusting and things. 6 out of 7 days, that's a huge victory. That's amazing. That's awesome. That is excellent. I'm so proud of you. That is really, really good. So take a look at our successes that we had. My successes, really, I did really good with my exercise. With my exercise that I'm tracking is not my walking, it's my strength training. I do care about my walking, because I still have the goal to get 370,000 steps every single month this year. I still care about that, but what I'm tracking is my strength training, because that's where I tend to make excuses and not do it and things like that. So that's what I'm tracking whenever I talk about exercise for me, because it's not as easy for me to do as getting my steps in. That's pretty easy. Doing my strength training, I don't know why I fight myself on it, but I do. And just working through it. So that would probably be the thing for me. But I think I did good. I got 2s. They're not 3s, but they're 2s. How does it make you feel? For some people, this is like, don't do it. Do not keep a consistency scorecard. If at the end of the week, you're looking at your consistency scorecard and we need to be aware of what our thoughts are. Awareness is like such a key thing. What are your thoughts about it? Are you feeling like, I'm never going to get this? Look at me. I can't be consistent. I'm terrible. I suck. Any negative thoughts that you might be having. If this brings up extra negative thoughts for you, it's probably not a good practice. It might not be something that you should be doing, because those thoughts, those negative thoughts, they are like the quicksand of life, negative thoughts, because once we start thinking those negative thoughts, they can just like pull us down deeper and deeper and deeper. But if you just let them pass on by, don't struggle with them, you can get pulled out of the quicksand. But the more, they're there, and the more that you struggle with them, the deeper you can get pulled in. So the best thing to do is just be like, oh yeah, and then move on. But if it's really something that's like, makes you feel in a negative sort of way about yourself, then it's probably not a good thing. I just look at it as data. I love the data. For me, it's like, okay, cool. Now I can see what's going on here. Now I can make adjustments. Now I can kind of change things up. So for me, it's helpful, but for some people, it's not helpful. So I wouldn't encourage somebody to do it unless, it was a helpful thing for them to do. Anybody else have a victory that they want to celebrate this week? Anybody have a victory that they want to celebrate? So we're talking about journaling today, and we're going to do some journaling because we're going to do some journaling every single week. And I wanted you to think about these two questions during our little journaling break today. What do you believe about areas where you are just thriving, where you're killing it? What do you believe about that? And then I also want you to think about, what skills did you use to achieve your victory? What skills did you use to achieve your victory? So think about that for a minute while we do our cute little journal. Did you guys notice that I had myself on mute? What skills did you use to achieve? What skills did you use to achieve your victories this week? And I was saying that I used my time management skills. And then I was also laughing at myself because in previous weeks, I was talking about how I had a time management problem because I wasn't using my time management skills. I was just, oh no, Ruby dumped your protein smoothie. I wasn't using my time management skills. And then I kind of brought it back. I was like, okay, you've got this. This is one of the things that you're really good at, and you can do this. And I gave myself a pep talk, and I got back with the program, and I started, being on top of my time management. So those are the skills that I used in order to achieve my goals this week. Anybody want to share what skills you used in order to achieve your goals? Please share with us, because we would like to just celebrate and clap for you and be so happy, proud of you. Just like, yay, you're just so awesome. So awesome. Or what areas are you thriving? If you want to share where you're just absolutely just thriving. Sometimes for some people, it's like, I'm just really in this like whole rhythm of, making my food at home. I'm just loving it. Just depends for everybody. Depends for everybody. So doing it anyway is a skill, because some people say they're going to do it anyway, and they don't. You actually do it anyway. So it is a skill. Following through, keeping your word, keeping your promises to yourself, doing it anyway is a skill. That's a skill. Like, to actually have that thought and to follow through with it, I think is a huge skill. And a lot of people would be like, can I just like rub your head and have it rub off on me type thing? Because I think it's a huge skill. Do it anyway. Oh, those are great skills. Your list making skills and meal prep skills to stay consistent. Those skills that we, maybe we learned it years ago in our job or in business or whenever we were growing up. List making is huge. Meal prep skills, those are huge. They help you be consistent. They so much help. And sometimes we overlook, especially these small little skills that help us get the job done. That's something to celebrate, how amazing you are. That's just wonderful and exciting that you have these, awesome things that you can use in everyday life to be successful at achieving your goals. But sometimes you just look at it as it just goes unnoticed, but it shouldn't go unnoticed, because that's amazing. And when you think about, your skills that you use to achieve your goals, doesn't that make you feel really good about yourself? Doesn't it make you feel good? I mean, we don't want to feel bad about ourselves. We want to feel good about ourselves, and it just boosts our self-esteem. Like, lets you walk a little bit taller for the day. Your gym routine is consistent. Had it for a few years. See, that's why we can never give up, because finding the thing that works for us might take a little longer than you expected. It took just a few years to find the group classes that she just, thrives and loves and everything. But she didn't quit trying. She just kept thinking, this isn't the right one. I'm going to find the right one. It's like searching for a pair of jeans, I'll tell you. Ooh, finding the right pair of jeans is hard. It was just finding what you like to do. It is so much about finding what you like to do, where you like to do it, when you like to do it, who you like to do it with, etc., etc., etc. Still too embarrassed to go to the gym. So finding that right at home workout, or maybe a Zoom class is like a stepping stone into going to the gym. There's so many different ways that we can work this in. Oh my God, I'm just so excited for you guys. I love to see that you guys are finding positive things that are happening for you, because I think that it just snowballs and creates, momentum and just awesome things. I think that most weeks, unfortunately, also have, pitfalls and setbacks and roadblocks and detours and cringy things and whatnot. So I'd like to take a minute to just recognize that yucky thing happened, whatever it was. Just recognize it, acknowledge that it happened, maybe take a minute and investigate, why do I think that that happened? Was it something that was within my control? Was it something that was out of my control? What can I do about it? And then once I just recognize it, accept that it happened, I like to not get caught in a negative feedback loop and go back to my successes and go back to my skills. So let's just take a moment because awareness is really, really important. Whenever we have setbacks or roadblocks or detours or anything, it's really important that we take a look at what happened. Why? Was there a person that triggered the setback? Was it an event? Was it a certain food? Was it the time of the day? Just to think about what was kind of going on with that, with the setback that we had. So while we are, gonna do, I want you to think about two questions, and we're gonna do a little bit of journaling just for just like 1 minute. And maybe if you really wanted to, dive deeper into the subjects, you could take a few extra minutes after the live stream is over and journal a little bit longer about these things. And I'm gonna tell you in just a few minutes about how amazing journaling can be. But I want you to think about, what do you believe about the areas where you struggle? What do you believe about it? That's a very, very interesting question to ask ourselves sometimes. And what are some thoughts that drive your excuses? What are some thoughts that drive your excuses? Let's just think about those things for a minute, and we're just going to take a minute to journal about them.
See it in your mind. Trust that you have what it takes inside. 'Cause you can make it too. If not, says you. Yeah, you can make it too. If not, says you. You can make it. You had great patience, but something knocked you out. You felt your limitations and filled your mind with doubt. You wanna stay chill right now and don't let your eyes off the prize. I know you want it to be easy, so let your guard down. And I said, see it. You can make it too. If not, says you. Yeah, you can make it too. If not, says you. You can make it.
So much fun to think about the ways that we, what we believe, what we make it believe about ourselves, what we believe about that. Such a great question. And then I think that it's a good practice to say, well, what evidence do I have to support that? Is that true? What is true? Do I need to ask a friend about this? Just some different thoughts whenever we get it out and we really like see it on paper and or hear it in our heads. And then we can, just say, well, that's not true. That's not how I want to be. That's not who I am. Why do I tell myself these things that I wouldn't even tell a friend? All of these different things. But it really helps to get them out on paper. And that's why we're going to, talk about journaling today. I am worthy have been the hard, believing I can, and I am worthy have been the hardest parts. So true. And I think that so many people struggle with that. And it's not just in weight loss. It's one of the joys of being human, I suppose. But as I said, we're going on a journey of curiosity and self exploration as we discuss the incredible world of journaling today. So, let's talk about how it can help. The power of journaling. What's the big deal, right? I believe that it is a secret superpower. What it's done for me is really just to let me see my thoughts, my experiences, my emotions. It's like just a window into who I am as a person. It's a way to reflect on the challenges that I face. And it's been an incredibly powerful tool in my weight loss. So much of when I get caught up in the moments of the day, I can't really see outside myself. I can't really know what's going on. But whenever I sit down and I take time for me, I can reflect on that and I can, let my curiosity kind of guide me. I and everything like, what are my weight loss goals? Why do I want to lose the weight? What challenges do I face? All of these, all of the answers, they're all within me, within my head. They're not out there somewhere else. They have to be personal. So that's where journaling really, comes alive. Sometimes we think about things and it could be that our thoughts or our beliefs are something that have been imposed on us by society or the media or other people or whatever. And it's not really a belief, but we've heard it so many times that we kind of start to believe it. But when we start to write this down and we start to, really investigate it, it helps us to find out what is actually true. So, does a flower wonder if it's worthy of sunshine and rain? All are born worthy. Worthy is a social construct. I love that. Every time you bring it up, I absolutely love it. Every single time. So the first step really to get to journaling and to get to the superpower that it really is, because it's going to take time and it's going to take practice, is to set aside time to do it, like everything else, like working out, making our meals, brushing our teeth, taking a shower, whatever it is that you do, we have to take time for it. Most of us have a dedicated time for all those things that I just listed. Make it part of your routine, just like your morning coffee or your evening walk or whatever it is. But I want you to find a place that is like a delightful place, a place that you really like, a place that is cozy and private and just kind of warms you up. You want to go to a place that just feels good, that you want to go to, that's comfortable. Grab, a notebook, oh my God. Through the years, I got a stack over here. I had all kinds of different journals. I have gone with had my Silk and Sonder journal that I absolutely love. Love my Silk and Sonder journals. They're they come with an app that is really cool, and it's got like these daily meditations or I don't know, they're not meditations, but they're like it's an audio, and then it gives you like just things to think about and write about, and they're kind of cool. But this one it's cool. I like it. It's got a coloring page. It's got a puzzle that I never do. So it's got a recipe in it. I like these. It's fun. I like them a lot. I've done these other ones that are just like really basic. Sometimes we have to start with basic. And if you just start with a planner, like today's plan, and write down 3 things that you're grateful for and what are your top priorities, that is a way of journaling. There is no wrong way to journal. Number 1, there's no wrong way to journal. Just ask yourself great questions is kind of what I think the key to good journaling is. But this is one type of journal that I used before. I've used this Heroes journal, which is kind of cool. And it kind of makes you the hero of your own story. And it's like my quest and today I'm grateful for. Who are my threats and who are my allies? How am I going to seize the day? So it's got a great theme in it. It's got a lot of great artistry in it. There's time to do reflection. Reflection is so important. So that's just another option, the Heroes Journal. I like this one. It's great. I've also used the best journal that there ever could be, which is just your regular plain spiral notebook. It's open. You can do whatever you want with it. It's awesome. So whatever you want to use, pick a journal, use it, find some pins that you like, and get to it. You can start with just one thing. Just start with one thing. Like every day, I'm just going to write down 3 things I'm grateful for. And then once you get good at the habit of writing down 3 things you're grateful for, you can add on to it. See, small changes over time. It applies in all areas. If you used to drink a whole bunch of sodas every day and you never drank any water, I would never tell you, stop drinking soda, cut it out completely, and only drink water. No, we're going to start small. Let's add some water in. How can we get some water in? Same thing. If you've never eaten vegetables, I'm not going to say you need to be eating 5 servings of vegetables a day and you do that now. I'd say, can we just add some in somewhere? One, can we add a vegetable in? Small changes over time. If you're not used to exercise, same thing. You should be doing 60 minutes every single. No. Let's start where you are. So if you're not journaling right now, 3 things you're grateful for. That's where we start. 3 things you're grateful for. And then you write, maybe you want to add on, how can I be successful today? What can I do that will fuel my success today? Ask yourself that question. And just write the question. Don't even answer the question. After you've written the question for a couple weeks, start answering it with like a few sentences or with one thing. Small changes over time. We want to make it a habit. So we just got to start really, really small. Start small, takes a minute if you start small, and then we can work up. You can document all kinds of things, what you eat, how it makes you feel, any emotional triggers. This way we can help to identify any patterns that we're having, and we can make informed choices based on that. It's also another way to just hold yourself accountable. Oh, hi, Cheryl. How are you? And super chat. Yes, shared on Reddit. Woohoo. Thank you. It's very beneficial. It has really helped with noticing where my emotional triggers are. Certain things that happen in my work life can be triggering as far as eating, exercise, lack of motivation, all of those things, or my self-esteem. As my self-esteem goes down, so do my actions and my behaviors. And then I can also journal about things that make me feel good and boost my self-esteem. And then I can find ways to invite more of that into my life. Small things. But by seeing it on paper, I can really, really figure out what it is that I can do, where I can grow, all of that stuff. It's not just about, tracking data and numbers. It's really about kind of like exploring your relationship. What's your relationship with food? What's your relationship with exercise? What's your relationship with yourself and your body? It's a voyage of self-discovery. It's an adventure. It's uncovering the emotional connections to your eating habits. Just by diving deep into your journal, you can find the hidden paths to your success. And I 100% believe that. 100%. I believe that it's important. Let me know, put a thing in the comments if you are journaling now, if you journal on a regular basis now, and if you don't. And maybe your journaling is only your Saturday morning ritual. That's a place to start. Maybe you only do it one time a week. It's a start. Maybe you only do it by thinking about things in your head on this fun little Saturday morning ritual that we have together. Everybody's journey is unique. I'm not going to fault you if you don't journal, but I am going to preach its benefits. I'm not going to, say anything bad if you don't. Maybe it's not for you. That's okay too. But there is a reason why so many people do it. Just saying. So the importance of journaling for your weight loss journey. It's really not just about your destination, your weight loss, dream goal, getting there and achieving that, the path that you take to get there. I want you to really embrace your curiosity and explore your thoughts. Make it a habit. Your weight loss story is still being written in your journal. It's the pen. So there you go. Just some reasons why journaling is important. We could go on about it. Yay, occasionally trying to do it more. Awesome. Journal most days. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I absolutely love it. I journal constantly, not just my thoughts and my emotions, but I'm always writing down things from books and podcasts and TV and all the stuff, all of the knowledge that I gain. I like to jot that stuff down. I like to write it down, and it's all in my journal. It all goes in the same place. So I can lose time if I ever think to myself, oh my gosh, I really need to figure out what that one thing was. And then I'm reading through my journals and I'm like, oh, it's fun to look back at where you were. That was one exciting, because I've only been journaling for 3 years now, but it is fun to look back at where you once were and the growth that you've made over time. Sometimes we don't always see that. I've got it in my YouTube videos and I've got it in my journal, and it's fun to look back and see how much I have changed and how much I have grown. And it's only by being, curious, by trying to make these changes, that has helped me to do it. So she doesn't journal. That's okay. You don't have to journal. Everybody has things that they got to do in their own way. Now, that was all I had to say on journaling. I hope you guys, take a moment to develop the practice. Next up in our ritual is the planning thing, because that's where next week starts, is with the plan. You don't go on a vacation without making some plans. Most of the time, there are some plans that you make, and that I like to think of every week as the same way, that I need to have some sort of a plan. So, what's the plan for the week? Do you know what you're eating already? Do you know when you're going to exercise? Are there going to be any unknown challenges come up this week that maybe you want to think about? Any big adventures that you need to? Did you really? That's so interesting. I had no idea. Fun fact, I don't like writing. I do not like writing. I like to talk, but I do not like writing. Not at all. I don't know why. I just get very judgmental of myself with my writing. So I think that's why I don't like to write very much. Making a plan for the week. Making a plan for the week. So I have some fun little questions for us to do today. What small wins can we create this week? We can plan that. We can plan to create wins. Can you believe it? We can plan that stuff. we can plan to make this week amazing. What do you need to do this week to make it amazing? What at the end of the week, you're thinking, okay, I want to feel amazing at the end of the week. What can I do to make it amazing? And when am I going to schedule it? Where am I going to put it? How am I going to do it? That is really key. Once, we dream it up, what it is that we can do in order to make us feel amazing, the next step is we plan it out. And then the third step is we do it. Yeah. But if we plan it and we know when and we know where and we know how, there's a higher percentage chance that we are going to do it than if we don't have a plan at all. If it's just an idea, hey, maybe I can do blah, 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 but we haven't decided when and where and how, it's going to be a lot harder to get done than if we know when, where, and how we're going to do the thing. So what can you do this week to make this week amazing? How are you going to create those wins? Let's take a moment. Let's think about it. Let's do this. It's going to be awesome because at the end of the week, we want to feel absolutely amazing. We want to feel amazing.
Took some time, but we pointed out that tomorrow isn't here right now, baby. An absent mind came to roam around. Captured you in a foggy cloud, baby. Standing on my toes on the edge, I'm ready to go. See it clear when the shadows are lit, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'll take the lead, I'm ready to go. Bumps in the road, many obstacles, but when we fall, we get up and go, baby. The way they think is paradoxical. Captured you in a foggy cloud, baby. Standing on my toes on the edge, I'm ready to go. See it clear when the shadows are lit, I'm ready to go. I'm taking matters into my own hands now. Let's face it, we only got this life to live out. So follow me, I'm ready to go. I'll take the lead, I'm ready to go. 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 Come move your body.
Hi. So welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed that little moment. I love your plans for the week. We've got some amazing plans. That's so exciting. Need to show up for myself to make my week exciting. Go to the gym, write down my meals. These are so excellent, excellent things that we are going to do for ourselves because we're worthy and we're important and we're amazing. What other adjectives could you use to describe yourself? What other adjectives, positive adjectives, by the way, can you use to describe yourself? Leave them in the comments of the video. Come back and comment on it and tell me all the amazing things about you. That's our week. That is our week. So before we wrap up, I just want you to remember that your unique is journey, your journey, your unique is journey, your journey is unique. So is your journal. Share your experiences in your journal or share them with us in the comments. Let's just support each other on this adventure and let's just remember to be curious, determined. So I want you all to keep writing, keep exploring, and keep losing. And keep joining me on the Saturday morning ritual. Again, I want to thank you all so much for joining me on this fun ritual. It is, the highlight of my entire week. I thank you so much, so much for being here. And with that,
come on your body. Only settle for the best. Live your life with no regrets. Come on your body. Come on your body. Come on, let yourself be free. Be the best that you can be. Come on your body. Come on your body. Only settle for the best. Live your life with no regrets. Come on your body. Come on your body.